Today I've got a really busy day at work, and in fact the last 6 months have been non-stop busy. This pandemic came along and it was like a cliff was introduced to my business, and I was coasting along and then all of a sudden I had to climb this cliff. And this cliff represents an influx in sales, reluctance for me to invest in my business during times that were predicted to have some turmoil, and a disbelief that it would continue for more than a day, a week, a month. I was cruising along really comfortably with my production of my work, the quality of the work, my involvement in the business. Everything was, I want to say relaxing, but manageable is the word I'll use. And when the first wave of orders came through, it was panic, it was late nights, huge days to try and climb this cliff face. And then the weeks rolled into months. The way that I tackled it was I doubled production, and then my double of production was selling out, and then I doubled that double production, and then that was selling out. And that's when I reached capacity, along with some other hurdles of parts not being available and vendors taking longer and all the minutiae of the actual production. So I got to a point where my self-care was non-existent. Eating regular meals was optional. Anything relaxing, having days off, having small periods of time off, riding my skateboard, which, if you know me, is a not negotiable. I didn't ride my skateboard for over 4 months. I didn't do any weight training for over 3 months. Everything in my life went on hold so I could climb this cliff face. And 6 months have gone past now, and there has been no sign of slowing down. And it hit me so hard that I had not prioritized my well-being, and I am suffering burnout. I was lost, I was ungrounded, I couldn't form a thought, I was in this constant state of fight or flight. I'm really having a hard time climbing this cliff face, and incredibly difficult to not let the world see that I'm having a hard time. And I don't want to discourage customers, and I don't want to make my friends and family worry. So I just soldier on and work. And that's actually my default mode for life. If things get hard, I work. If things are uncertain, I work. It is my complete default for how I cope with anything that's going on in life. So I sat down and wrote a list of must, need, and wants. And musts are things that if I don't get them done, the whole show stops. Needs are things that need to get done, but the wheels won't fall off if I don't do them today. And wants are the things that I would love the time and the resources to be able to do. And I want to go through that list. In the must category, the only real thing there is work. Right now, I don't have the luxury of the work getting done while I'm not doing it, bar some external vendors that help me out. To be totally honest, that's about 10 hours of my time that I need to invest to make sure that that's done today. The next category is the need. It almost sickens me that eating is not on the must list, but that's reality. If I don't have time, the thing I found super interesting doing this exercise was my want list. My want list is huge. I'm just going to run through it really, really quickly. And it's meditate, do some yoga or some stretching, journal, some weight training or go to the gym, go for a walk, future plan, take a nap, make a video, work on my new office setup, edit my podcast, ride my skateboard, go to Bunnings, sit in the sun with my cat, read my book, study or work on my course, relax, work on my life book or review my life book, do speech drills to improve the quality of these videos. And the one that got me the most was message all the people that I think about in a day. When I look at the must and the need list, it makes total sense that for my current state of being, these things need to get done. But when I look at the want list, I see some things on there that would move the needle dramatically towards making my life better. I know it's cliche or well-versed that people on their deathbed will talk about they wish they spent more time with friends or family or regretting not doing something. And I've never actually heard a story where somebody wishes that they spent more time at work, wishes that they had more emails in their inbox. And I absolutely feel guilty because I am aware that I have a pretty cool business. I have a pretty cool job. And what I get to do in a day as a whole is pretty goddamn awesome. It's an 18-year-old Adam's dream to have the business that I've got now. And that makes me insanely guilty that I even speak about my business in potentially a negative way. But I have a long-term vision for myself. My vision is, my dream is to help young men understand how they can succeed despite their upbringing, along with a ton of other visions and points and plans and goals and aspirations within that blueprint of who I want to be. That is the one that hits home and resonates with me so strongly at the moment. And I'm thinking about this want list and the must list and the need list. And I believe that it's time for me to move some of these wants onto my must list. And right now, this is my commitment to do more, to becoming that higher version of myself. The version of me that exists in my life book, the man that I want to be years from now, requires the man that I am now to take some different priorities. I have a huge amount of resistance to not go to work, be at work, and make things happen. It's time for me to get out of my comfort zone. It's time for me to take action on the things that I've been avoiding, the things that are scary, the things that don't generate immediate income, and the things I know that I can give to the world. It starts with this video and it ends in something far more amazing. I wanted to make this video so that I will edit it and sink in what's really important to me, and I hope that you found something you needed as well.